Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today for another exciting event in which we will continue our hard work in revitalizing the city of Batavia through the state's Downtown Revitalization Initiative. My name is Brett Frank, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Batavia Development Corporation. On behalf of Lori Aratari, our Board Chair, and our board members, I want to welcome you all to the official grand opening of City View Residences at Ellicott Place. We've got a very busy program, so we'll go ahead and get started. All right, first and foremost, I want to thank and acknowledge our partners in New York State, and in particular, Chris Bauer from the Department of State. Chris and his team have been a point of contact for us for the various DRI projects and they've been a tremendous help to work with. City View Residences is a $3.1 million private sector investment that is being supported through a $1.15 million grant from Empire State Development as well as local initiatives. The project continues the public-private sector investments in the city of Batavia and is just one of a plethora of projects that will occur over the next several years through the DRI. If you recall, back in 2019, former Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul joined us for the groundbreaking for this project. Kathy Hochul has long been a friend and cheerleader for Batavia and Genesee County, and now as the governor, we have a strong ally at the highest level of government. We look forward to seeing Governor Hochul in Batavia sometime in the future and to celebrate another DRI announcement. Our first speaker today is going to be Victor Gautieri of VJ Constructors, and we'll ask Victor to tell us a few more things about this great development project and all the hard work that went into it by him and his team.
Welcome and thank you for coming to the grand opening of Ellicott Place and City View Residences. It seems just like yesterday that many of you were here to attend the press conference when then Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul was here. You know, it's nearly a year later and we're now completed with the project. Without the financial assistance provided by the state of New York, we would not have been able to do this project. It would not have been possible. The Downtown Revitalization Initiative grant provided the additional capital needed to make all the numbers work. And I'm going to try to do this and not have a problem with the wind, but we'll see what happens. VJ Gautieri Constructors, with the help of governmental agencies, professionals, contractors, skilled workers, and the like, have given new life to an aging building. It wasn't an easy task. We started the project in the middle of the pandemic, which created a lot of obstacles. Supply chain issues and cost increases forced us to reevaluate nearly every aspect of the project on a daily basis. But as you can see, our team was up to the task. We've upgraded and modernized nearly every aspect of the property, along with creating 10 well-appointed elevator service departments that are filling a downtown Batavia housing need. We currently have 8 of those apartments already rented, and the other 2 will be rented very shortly. There are many to thank for their assistance and hard work, starting with our construction and development team. On the top of the list is my father, Vito Gautieri, who through his forward thinking many years ago had a vision of the building's transformation. Next is David Rowley, who's over there. Dave, the project manager, has been with our company for many, many years, and it was through his dedication, expertise, and problem solving that we were able to make it to the finish line. I'd also like to thank, I don't know where Dan is, Dan Sealer, he's also over there. Sealer Contracting, who used his many years of experience and craftsmanship to get the tough stuff done here on the job, as well as providing many workarounds to those hidden skeletons that you always find in a renovation project. And to Lenora Page of Flower City Monitor Services. Hi, Lenora. She provided many construction services throughout the course of the project during an unprecedented time. My wife, Julie, also joined the project team, spent countless hours, hi Julie, providing much needed assistance with the interior decor and finishes throughout the building. Big thank you goes out to my sister Valerie, wave Valerie, who worked extremely hard during the run-up phase of the project, meeting with prospective tenants, arranging tours, and finalizing leases. Mark Dean of Dean Architects, I don't know if Mark is here, was able to make it, provided the eye-catching exterior design elements that everybody can see, and he overcame a lot of interior layout constraints that the building presented. His expertise allowed for the maximum utilization of available space without compromising form or function. Our team also needed a partner to make this all happen. Sincere thank you goes out to Upstate National Bank, and is Frank here? Hi Frank, Frank Cipriano, representing Upstate National Bank. We thank Upstate for sharing our vision and for having confidence in us, in our abilities, and in the community. Many thanks go out to all of the governmental agencies that provided their support and helped. The wind has got me. Starting with the City of Batavia, who did an excellent job in preparing their DRI grant application and assembling a strong committee to review and rate all of the individual applications that made up their application. Thanks to the Genesee County Economic Development Center, who provided us with much needed assistance that also helped make the project financially feasible. I'd also like to thank John Hedlund. I don't know if John is here. He's the store owner of Save a Lot next door, for his continued commitment to downtown Batavia. John recently renewed his lease with us, a long-term lease, and invested substantially in another remodel of his store. And of course, thank you to the state of New York and its agency overseeing the grant, the Economic Development Council, who have provided guidance throughout the project. Again, thank you for all of you for coming today. I hope you enjoy the upcoming tour of the building. And now I'd like to introduce my father, Vito Gautieri, who'd like to say a few words.
I'm going to call you back.
That's it. Here, I'm going to take it. Oh, you need it?
You have it. I don't need it. All right. You know, we should have set this up on the east side with the west wind. It would have been better. Can everybody hear back there? Okay, all these people on the agenda that's here today, the only one that I know is Mr. Hawley, Assemblyman Hawley. And we've been good friends for 50 years or so. Don't tell me your age. Okay. I went to his fundraiser the other week at Stafford, and we were talking, I don't know how it came about, but we were talking about spelling something. You remember that? You do? Okay. So we just said, I asked him, well, can you spell Mississippi? You know what he said? You want the state or the river? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give a couple very quick. This building, we built this building. We own it with the bank, Mr. Frank Cipriano. And Montgomery Ward had a 25-year lease when we got done with this. So what you see upstairs, the second floor, that was not supposed to be there. See where that car is over there? Just in front of that, my brother Vince used to have Batavia Tailors. We opened, there was supposed to be in the cellar. All of a sudden we come back after the weekend, like a pool, full of water. We had pumps going for hours and days and nothing. So I don't know who called the engineer, maybe Vic, maybe me. He comes over. We had to stop construction. In a week's time, they had the second floor up. And then that's why this project gone. From the day one that I got this project, I knew we were going to do something with that on the second floor. And they did, Vic, you thanked everybody that's here, so I'm not going to go through Dave and all these guys. But I just want to say one thing, that this project, without the help of the state, which I think you said, would never have been possible. So we want to thank them for that. Now Governor Hochul, who is here for our opening. Yeah, right. So now I would ask, did you say anything about the going upstairs and looking?
Yeah, we're going to have a tour, yes.
Yeah. I would ask your respect, because there are tenants in there. There's a bunch of them that work at night. They're in construction and stuff. So we've got the doors open for a couple of apartments, and I hope all of you can give them some rest. Just walk through. Don't clap or anything. Okay, so I say thank you to my friend again, Steve Hawley, Senator Rath. I don't even know. You don't get there. All my strap shooter words.
You know me,
I know Ed. Ed and my son go shooting, so don't get in their sights, I'll tell you that much. Steve, Pauline, and thank you all for coming. In this area alone, we built that Batavia Taylor's building for my brother. We built that bank over there, the M&T, which at one time we owned. Did we do this key bank? No. No? That's it.
All right, thank you both and congratulations. We know this project is going to enhance our downtown corridor, and it's just a start of what will certainly be more development. As a community, we're fortunate to have one of our own citizens representing the City of Batavia in the New York State Assembly. That is exactly what Steve Hawley has been doing on our behalf since 2014. The Assemblyman knows downtown Batavia as well as anyone, not only its challenges, but more importantly, the opportunities, especially because of the DRI. He brings a true public-private sector background, as in addition to being a public servant, he also owns a business here. It is my privilege to introduce New York State Assemblyman Steve Hawley.
MISSISSIPPI, River and State. Thank you very much. It's great to be here with Gino and Ed Rath. I do know Ed Rath very well, and we all knew his mother and respected her. And as he starts his service this first year, or starting his second year, I guess, we're all very fortunate to have him here representing us. All you have to really do is look around behind you and to your left and right, and this is downtown Batavia. And we're here to talk about revitalization, not just for businesses, but for great living, affordable apartments that the Gautieris have worked long and hard to see come to fruition. So let's give another round of applause for them right now. The time has, because of COVID, has taken a little while longer and prices have gone up, but perseverance has finally paid off for them and for all of us that frequent downtown Batavia, the businesses and banks, etc. It's certainly a great plaudit for the Gautieris and for all of us that live down here. Affordable housing is extremely important for businesses to be able to survive and succeed. And today's open house is going to be a step in the right direction. So I'm very, very pleased to be here. And if you're looking for clothing or drugs or insurance or bank, lots of places to choose from. And the folks that live here and in other places in downtown Batavia will be the benefactors of living right here in the beautiful city of Batavia. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you, Assemblyman Hawley. In 2020, Ed Rath was elected to represent the City of Batavia and Genesee County in the New York State Senate. Since that time, the Senator has spent a lot of time here and is a familiar face already to many of us. Senator Rath has a strong foundation of understanding and appreciation of the role of county government as he served in the Erie County Legislature for 13 years before being elected as our Senator. Please give a warm welcome to New York State Senator Ed Rath.
I'm just happy I don't have to spell anything today, so. To those of you who don't know me, I'm State Senator Ed Rath, and I am proud to represent the 61st State Senate District, and very proud to stand here with my partners in government, as well as Vijay Gautieri, as well as the project manager, the construction companies, as we celebrate City View Residences and Ellicott Place opening. And it was in 2017 when this DRI grant was originally applied for, and these DRI grants are designed and they're set up to spur revitalization, economic development, and growth within our cities and our downtown regions across New York State. And this DRI grant is doing exactly that. And when I heard earlier that 8 of the 10 residences are already rented out, that goes to show you that this is already a destination right here in the city of Batavia. And as Assemblyman Hawley had mentioned, this is downtown Batavia right here, and this is the hub, if you will, of economic activity and investment that is happening right here in the great city of Batavia. I had a chance to tour around earlier today with Rachel from the city of Batavia and hear firsthand the vision and the strategy and the approach to bringing the city of Batavia further along in the 21st century. This is a tremendous investment for this community. This is where you want to have people living and working and spending their time, and the recreation is right here in the city of Batavia. And I'll tell you this, I sit on the Cities 2 committee in the State Senate. There used to be just one Cities committee, and you can all guess where all the attention was paid for the Cities committee in New York State. It was for New York City. And that's all they did was prioritize policies and legislation to benefit New York City. This year we brought about the Cities 2 committee to focus on and prioritize all of the other cities across New York State. And I was in a hearing today in Rochester, 2 days ago in Buffalo, and we are going to carry the issues, the needs, and the concerns of all of our upstate cities back to Albany to create policies and procedures and regulations that are city-friendly outside of New York City. So it is my honor to stand here as your state senator to celebrate the success of a DRI grant and the importance of this grant money to making sure that this project became a reality. And when it comes to viewing the inside, I can't wait to see what you all have done for this beautiful, beautiful new renovation, because this is what we need to do, is to renovate and invest in our cities and our communities so that we can continue to grow and create jobs and economic prosperity. So it's my honor to be here, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. Batavia's DRI includes more than $60 million of public-private investments across more than a dozen projects in downtown Batavia. This public-private partnership requires collaboration between various levels of government. That, in addition to New York State, also includes Genesee County and the City of Batavia. Batavia City Council has been extremely supportive of the various economic development efforts in the city. The city is an important partner, as it is city agencies and department personnel that work with developers to keep these projects moving. From permit approvals to planning and zoning board approvals, the city plays a key role in moving these projects forward. On behalf of the City of Batavia and City Council, please welcome Eugene Jankowski.
Thank you very much for supporting projects like this. The fact that you guys are all here is a positive influence on other projects going forward, because it shows that people are paying attention and they're glad about what's going on in our community. It's no secret that this building needed to be repurposed for many years, and it's going to have a serious positive economic impact on our community. But not only that, it's going to create 10 homes for people that can live downtown and enjoy the benefits of living downtown. And the fact that 8 apartments are already rented so quickly is a sign that we need more of these type of apartments in our community. So I think that's going to happen as well. I remember being excited back on the DRI committee when they made application, and we're going to repurpose this building. If you live on the south side like I do, you're going to have to travel right past this building every day. And I was excited to see the project get started. And you know, even with COVID and all the other things that were thrown in their way, a project like this has a large problem-solving situation to it already. And I talked to Victor. This was no different. But COVID threw a serious monkey wrench into the plans, and I want to commend you for having the courage and the leadership to persevere through all that with cost overruns and lack of supply and all the other things that we know happened during the COVID. and still pull this off with such a beautiful building. And I'm proud to go by it every day, and I smile when I see the transformation this thing took place. So thank you again for your efforts. I really encourage, and I'm excited about seeing all the other projects come about as well. And thank you for your support. Thank you for investing in our community.
Thank you. All right, while we are a largely rural county, the City of Batavia is fortunate to have strong support amongst the Genesee County Legislature. The legislators understand the importance of investing in our urban core, as literally hundreds of small businesses here are a critical component of our economic engine. This has been the approach and direction of the leadership of the county legislature, and we are happy to have Genesee County Legislature Chair Shelley Stein join us today to make a few remarks. So Shelley?
Thanks, Brett. The most interesting thing about going last in a conversation like this is that everything of importance has been said, except for thank you to the Gautieri family who has persevered. Family business today is important in Genesee County, and we honor you and your work today. To the DRI committee members that are here, because I see you, we see you, thank you for the hard work and the constant conversations that you had to ensure that these projects would make it through and actually get through to completion. Your work is most incredible, and you saw the future that is here today. Thank you to the DRI team. And for the rest of us, the City View is an absolutely wonderful name because there will be sunrises and there will be sunsets that people have in their homes and homes that people didn't have available before. There are workforce. These are the folks that are putting down roots in Batavia, and congratulations to all of them, and thank you for having us here with you today from Genesee County. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we would be remiss if we also didn't thank Mary Ann Clattenburg, who serves as the Vice Chair of the Genesee County Legislature, as well as John DeLeo and Gary Mayha, who represent the City of Batavia in County Legislature. We do have the folks at GCEDC who were unable to attend, so we just wanted to acknowledge them. We'd be remiss if we did not recognize Steve Hyde and the team from the GCEDC. GCEDC has been a great partner at the table in providing various incentives for our DRI projects, and for this instance, City View residences received approximately $130,000 in local incentives. Steve and his team are unable to join us today, like I said, because they're participating in a statewide economic development conference. We send the team our regards and again thank them for their continued support. So that is actually our last speaker, so that concludes our program for today. Thank you all again for joining us today. So let's go ahead and cut a ribbon, and then Victor's going to lead some tours of the retail space and a couple of the apartments. So thank you again for attending. Thank you very much.